Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Automatic, save. There we go. Good morning, folks. How are we? How's everybody doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Never been this early before? Well, you are now. Never been this early before, but you are now. Welcome. Welcome. I'm going through a bad breakup. Fuck her dad. Fuck her father. Find a way. You guys know how we start off every day. We're going to start it with Una mattina mi sono alzato, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor, un partigiano, portami via. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 partigiano, portami via. Que mi sento di morir. We love that. Now let's get Karl Marx back up on there. Thank you, Karl. You guys like Mao Zedong? No? No? How about Zoran Mamdani? Are these good for you? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Marx, Mao, or Zoran? Who should we have as the background for this stream? Marx, Mao, or Zoran? How about Mao? How about Zoran? Zoran. All right, we'll keep Zoran on there. The People's Mayor? The People's Mayor? Zoran Kwame Mamdani, inshallah the Umath al Manhattan. Al Manhattan. What's wrong with my beard? All right. Better. Trump isn't allowing babyface Vance to attend the G20 in South Africa because he accuses us of white genocide. Dude, there's nothing funnier than the relationship between Donald Trump and JD Vance. I'm convinced Trump fucking hates JD. I'm convinced because like every time they ask him who they want to be like the next president, like if he isn't it, he never says JD. He says like Marco Rubio. They're at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier right now. I don't give a fuck, dude. I couldn't give less of a fuck. Trump had a little bit of a crash out on Truth Social. Like, yeah, this one. Look at this. The Miracle Mile Shopping Center in Chicago, once considered our nation's best, now has more than 28% vacancy factor and is ready to call it quits unless something is done about the murder and crime, which is prevalent throughout the city. Call in the troops fast before it's too late. Just the news. Oh, what? Thoughts on David Pakman taking money from APAC adjacent organizations? You mean David A. Pakman? Always been. He has always been. No, I don't fucking know. I don't know the first thing about David Pakman and his donors. I've seen plenty of his videos, but never have I gone out of my way to do research into David fucking Pakman. I don't care. I don't care. He's not a politician. Listen, I will not support anybody who takes a single Israeli shekel, but he's not even somebody I could support if I wanted. You know what I'm saying? He's not even in power. Sure, he's like, what does he work for, Midas Touch or some shit? But I really don't care. If you're an elected official, if you have power, then yeah, I'm gonna give a fuck. But I really couldn't give less of a shit. Anyone here fuck with Guitar Hero and the Big 2-5? I haven't played Guitar Hero in a long time. What is this? The U.S. Supreme Court was given the wrong numbers. The unwind in the event of a negotiation decision on tariffs would be, including investments made to be made in return of funds in excess of $3 trillion. It would not be possible to ever make up for that kind of a drubbing. That would truly become an insurmountable national security event and devastating to the future of our economy, possibly non-sustainable. I don't think this guy understands how the economy works. Oh my God. Wait. That guy's in Al-Qaeda. That guy is a very famous member of Al-Qaeda. I'm not even fucking joking. That is a wildly famous member of Al-Qaeda. TikTok took down Valenti Simp? No. It's all right, just make a new one. But dude, that's a huge... Hold on. Let me go back to that fucking post. Ahmed Hussein al-Shara. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, dude, this is a fucking Al-Qaeda member. Where is it? It's got to have something about Al-Qaeda here, right? Does it have nothing about him in Al-Qaeda? The foundation of Al-Nusra. Yeah, he was in Al-Nusra. Al-Shara was tasked by Al-Qaeda Emir Alman Zarawari and Al-Qaeda Central Command to establish Al-Qaeda's mission in Syria. This isn't even like a member of Al-Qaeda. This is one of the founders. Holy fucking shit. Yo, that is crazy. Conflict with ISIS. So now we just... Oh my God, he was in ISIS too! He was in ISIS! The President of the United States has a member of ISIS and Al-Qaeda I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Oh, hold on. Oh my fucking God. What are we doing? Okay, hold on. Hey, you guys want to see who Trump had in the Oval Office today? You see that guy? That guy's one of the founders of Al-Qaeda. High-ranking member of ISIS as well. MAGA, defend this. I know you will. Holy fucking shit! Hey, you guys want to see who Trump had in the Oval Office? Trump meets with Al-Qaeda. Bro, I can't believe MAGA rat vermin subhuman inferior dog people are still allowed to speak. I can't believe they're still allowed to speak. Holy shit. Get that on both platforms. Bang. Got that on both platforms. Wow, we do live in a timeline. We definitely live in a timeline. Oh, did you see you made it on Angela Rose? Who's Angela Rose? Angela Rose. Activist and founder of the anti-sexual violence nonprofit PAVE. What do you mean I made it on it? What, did they cover me? Did they cover me or something? Where did they cover me? Instagram or something? I could try to find it. Where was it? It was on our YouTube channel. Let's see. You know which one? Probably this one, right? Probably this one. I fuck with the Peter Griffith BF6 video and the recommended. I didn't see it, but I believe you. Who is that? I don't know. I never heard of her. Excuse me. George the Giant Slayer? Who the fuck is George the Giant Slayer? This guy? You're telling me Uncle Tom here called me what'd you say, a fruitcake? Bro, I couldn't give less of a shit. These are chickens for KFC. You went live on Sunday? Oh, who gives a shit? Why are they coming for Chris? Probably because they're realizing my power level. They're watching just how fast I grow at an exponential rate, faster than every other content creator. I'm not kidding. I have a faster growth rate than every other content creator. It's kind of fucking crazy. I'm hungover today because yesterday I played Take a Shot every time Chris calls someone gelatinous. Nice. Nice. Oh, geez, old Pete, guys. George called him a fruitcake. Yeah, who the fuck is George? Anyway. Wonder why this dude's actually saying the truth. Yeah, no, I mean, dude, judge me by my enemies. The people who hate me are literally paid propagandists by the fucking GOP. We're talking about, like, ideological Zionists, race traitors, just, like, the worst possible scum of our community. So, you know, judge me by my enemies, as I like to say. See, Trump pardoned Rudy? Yeah, Trump let out, like, a flurry of pardons. He's going to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell now. Anyway, we're going to have that queued up. And then I also wanted to bring up Bill Maher and Bill O'Reilly were jerking each other off. It was pretty fucking crazy. Let's see, Bill Maher, Bill O'Reilly. How do you spell O'Reilly? O-R-E-I-L-O-Y. O-R-E-I-L-O-Y.
Did. With the far left wing of the
Holy shit, Bill. Bill.
Democrat.
Bill, you look terrible. Bill. Oh my God. Look at... I used to make fun of Trump's beefy fucking flapping turkey neck. I want to yank that thing and fuck it. I want to fuck that thing.
Because you believe that it's poison the well.
Yo, by the way, I used to know Bill O'Reilly's daughter. When they were in divorce court fighting for custody of their daughter, this piece of shit printed out, he got his daughter's phone and he printed out her sexts, you know, like teenagers sext. He printed out her sexts with some guy and read them out loud in court to prove that his wife, his ex-wife, was an unfit parent because this sexting was happening in her home. And his daughter actually fucking despises her own father for that. Will never forgive him. Despises him for that. She was in court during it. Yeah, no. It's like, no, this guy's actually like an evil man. He is an evil man.
For everybody else.
All right, we're going to have a bunch of these queued up. Let's see what
like
this
the
is.
congressman here.
Because they never met anything that was counterintuitive that they didn't love.
Right. So they want to put trans people in here, and they want to do this. And it just dilutes the message that the Democratic Party has traditionally had, that we're for the workers. We want to improve the lives of the backbone of the country. Now you're into all this fringe garbage that Americans don't want. I think that's your posture.
And I wouldn't put it that way, but...
And you are disenchanted, and correct me if I'm wrong, which I very rarely am, so you probably won't have to do that. Message that the Democratic Party has traditionally had.
They had some, hold on, anti-Semitism. They had some bullshit about anti-Semitism.
What came out? We didn't go into Egypt.
No.
Start off with a soundbite from Fuentes and Carlson. Go.
And what you're saying about putting aside the tribal interest for the corporate interest,
Yes.
that's absolutely the case. And that's the only way the country's going to stay together.
Exactly.
And
That's my concern.
I could have sworn, I mean, I don't have the full, let me see if ACYN has anything. I don't have the full thing.
The group upstairs, your store that you told the Democrats that you were rallying with, you have a store, you sell Trump knee pads. Trump knee pads for
Signature series.
who? Signature
For sucking his cock?
series.
Yeah, sold out at the moment.
Sold out.
Yeah, well, because people have sold out, and because universities have been selling out, because law firms have been selling out, because corporate leaders have been selling out. People are selling out this country. I mean, we're seeing foreign leaders. I mean, that was, what an embarrassment. Poor guy over in South Korea handing out this crown. I mean, it's embarrassing, genuflecting. It's just, so this is unbecoming from a global perspective, certainly from the prism of which we see the world more domestically. Look, the Patriot site's up there for a reason, along the lines of why so much is online.
We gotta get more clips from Bill O'Reilly. Hold on. Bill O'Reilly. I gotta find more clips of it because they had an insane fucking conversation.
That did with the far left wing of the Democratic Party, okay? Because I think that's you can, well, a good way to put it.
Sorry. Sorry, guys.
I'm still on the air and you're not, but go ahead.
I expected that. So we did a town hall on News Nation 2 weeks ago from Kennedy Center. 23 million people watched, 23 million, okay?
23 million. Bro, I get 23 million views a week. I have over 1 billion fucking views on all platforms. You got no motion, twin.
You can add up all the HBOs you want. You're not
Look at his fucking flapping neck!
going to come close.
Oh my
I
god!
just want to correct the record.
I will.
I have a tape measure if anyone.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Fine,
I will check those facts.
yeah, you check that.
Alright, so that was fucking useless. I want them talking about anti-Semitism because they were going on this long-winded rant about anti-Semitism on the left. Maybe Kyle has it. Hold on. Kyle probably has it.
Now it's starting. Washed. It's hard to watch. So let's start with this.
Where is this?
They are so fucking washed. It's hard to watch. So let's
Where the fuck is this?
start with this one on the topic of anti-Semitism.
And I'm going to tell you about anti-Semitism in America, and I'm going to tell you about...
Kyle, can't you just tell me where to find the fucking
So let's-
video? Can't you just tell me where to find the fucking video, Kyle, for God's sake? For God's sake, can't you tell me where to find the fucking video?
Start with this one. They are so fucking washed. It's hard to watch.
The Republican Party is very pro-Israel. Trump is very, very protective of the Jewish people. All right, let me see if I can find that. Look at this fucking
right now
bum.
across college campuses all over the country, specifically Yale and Columbia. They're getting
Brylan Hollyhan, fucking gay boy.
Because it doesn't come from tribal.
I don't know where I'm supposed to find this fucking clip. I don't know how Kyle finds these so easily on Twitter. Excuse me. Look in the transcript of his video. I don't think it's there. Show transcript? No, it ain't there. I want you in my room. Boom, 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 boom. Kyle name dropped you yesterday in his Kyle and Corin show? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Bullshit. Did he? No, he didn't. No, he fucking didn't. Swear on my weed pipe? Really? Do we know where and when? Was it on this episode? His most recent episode?
Okay, we're live.
Feels like 10, dog.
That's sacred. That's sacred. Anybody know where? Was it like towards the end, towards the middle? He was talking about who is the Nick Fuentes of the left. Boys, we're doing the damn thing. We're doing the damn thing. We're doing the damn thing. You know what I am? Nick Fuentes of the left. You want to know the difference between me and Nick Fuentes? I'm a fucking American. He's a treasonous, traitorous, Jew-hating piece of shit. I fucking hate Israel. Fucking despise Israel. But I am smart enough to differentiate between Jewish people and Zionists. That fucking pathetic little closeted gay boy, he's got nothing. He's got no fucking motion. He comes from a weak beta bitch father and a dumb whore of a fucking mother. He lives in her goddamn basement. Unironically lives in his mother's fucking basement. Oh, I love this. I love this. Where is it? Where does he say it?
Like, I just want to go to sleep. Doesn't work. Regent Thrag. Searching for legal advice on that. That the video reasons if you've,
You know?
this is so crazy. Try to
where is it? Where is it?
them
Where
to,
is
sorry,
it?
but you have to subsidize. But that's
That
what
was
he means. That Kyle is a douchebag. That's what he means.
Anybody know
That guy was
when?
a goat, man. That was amazing.
And we didn't get to me, right?
Be a resemblance, but that's not Cruz.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We do that.
Is there something like
There's pictures of Trump too that he hates from nice dudes. So I'd be like, yeah, you guys look great or some shit. You know? Get to live, but
would you
and shit libs against people, because what we're learning in this moment is that liberal voters, liberal Democrats, just the voters, have been right about fucking everything.
Yeah.
And they're right now.
Last hour? Oh, check the transcript for this one. That's a good idea. You said in the last hour? Use Control F. Chris? I did. Type in Valenti. Oh, shit. No, that ain't it.
Try those shits. YSL myself and YSLY. That shit. And Valentino, born in Roma, extra dose, I heard was good. I'm looking through. I literally got like a cologne list that I want to smell these shits and try them. And then if they're good, I'll tell, you know, Crystal for Christmas, hook me up with this one, you know?
I remember back in the day. And
fuck!
Also, please collab with Christy Valenti with the Valenti VOD. I think.
Oh, you call me Christy, but that's okay.
To pushover. Total
Oh,
pushover.
shit!
Shout out, Far Twain. Appreciate
This
you,
one
man.
just made me laugh.
Bernie Sanchez, it's a big gay club and we ain't in it.
Thanks, Bernie.
Red Green Nationalism, thanks for the $5. Pour one out tonight, lads, for the 29 crew members of the Edmund Fitzgerald. It's the 50th anniversary of the ship sinking on Lake Superior. Well, shout out to the Edmund Fitzgerald. Sorry that you sank on Lake Superior, but we appreciate the $5, bro.
Oh, he doesn't get the joke. He doesn't get the joke about the Edmund Fitzgerald. Bro, they could see the fucking lighthouse, man. They could see it.
Day on Friday or tomorrow?
I think it's Veterans Day, yeah.
Yo, shout out Zora Sapphire 1701. Yeah!
So please collab with Christy Valenti.
Did you call me Christ?
With the Valenti VOD, I think Valenti Videos YouTube channel. I don't know who that is, but I can write this person down as well.
You will now, Kyle. Kyle, I'm you, but a dirty, disgusting greaseball Italian with no fucking filter. I'm you, Kyle. I'm from Westchester. We're the same fucking demon.
Valenti. Christy Valenti. I think that's what the name was. Okay.
Chris, it's
Hey, Kyle.
just Chris! It's just Chris!
Could you do a video playlist of why you
Shut up, Kyle fucking Kalinske, though. Shut up, Kyle fucking Kalinske, though. Fucking huge fan. Fucking huge. Maybe you'll find your crystal. Dude, I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend and I love her. You fucking psychos. Oh, baby. 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 All right, I'm gonna have to include that in the video. Hold on.
anniversary of the ship sinking on Lake Superior? Well, shout out to the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we'll have that queued up. That's money. That's money. Bro, I told you it goes full circle. I told you. I say you do it and it come back. You do it and it come back. You put it out and it comes back. You put it out and it comes back. You just gotta believe in yourself to the state of fucking delusion. You gotta, till the state of delusion. Doesn't bother you that Kyle and his wife brushed off the Nazi chest tattoo? No, because when I watched Kyle's video on that, you know what it is? I had this wake-up call where I realized I am so versed in history, specifically like the rise of fascism, that when I saw the Totenkopf on Plattner, I was like, that's a Totenkopf. He's a Nazi. Everybody knows that's a Totenkopf. Everybody knows that's a Nazi. And then I got talking to like people like Avi and, you know, other people, and they were like, I had no idea what a Totenkopf was. I saw that and thought, oh, pirate. I think the overwhelming majority of people just don't know that stuff. Can you see my comment, broski? I can. In the name of Valenti und Bella Ciao. You know? Anyway, we'll have that. We're gonna have, well, I think we should cover Trump meeting with ISIS. Trump meets with ISIS leader in White House. Wait, what is that? It's a swastika tattoo? No, it's a Totenkopf. I'll show you. Hold on. Oh, come on. Just fucking search. This is a Totenkopf. There was the Totenkopf ring that was given to each SS soldier. And then you click this. Can you zoom in? All right, you see this? That's a skull with a little crossbones on it. You see that? The skull with the little crossbones on it. Or this, Death's Head ring, the Totenkopf. The Totenkopf was a fundamental symbol in the SS. It was sewn into their collars. It was sewn into their hats. They wore rings of the Totenkopf. It was like a very, how do I say it? It was sort of like a playing pretend scary manly guy, right? You know what's big and scary? A skull and crossbones. But yeah, it represented the SS. So I always assumed that everybody knew what the Totenkopf was, but apparently the fuck not. But to your question, no, I really don't care that Kyle didn't distance himself from Graham Plattner. I've said this before. There's only two possible outcomes with Graham Plattner. A, he's stupid, right? Because he had a fucking Totenkopf tattooed on him for 18 years, and then he didn't know. And then option B is he's a Nazi. So for me, he's a lose-lose. I think he fucking sucks no matter what. Either he's too dumb to be in power, or he's a secret Nazi. So you ain't gonna catch me fucking supporting him. He ain't stupid, homie. That's my point, homie. That's my point, homie. That's my belief. I think Kyle is in the inverse. Kyle thinks he's just stupid. All right. Let's get, yep, I want that. Yeah, wait.
He's hanging out with Al Qaeda at the White House. Legit hanging out with the head of Al Qaeda at the White House. Wow, he still has, wow.
I have to also pull up an article. Trump meets with Al Qaeda leader. Ew, dude, not him. I don't know who that is. Jimmy Dore. Here's the thing. A lot of you guys know who these people are. how do I put this without sounding too narcissistic? If I'm a media demon, if I haven't heard of you, you do not have motion. Maybe you used to have motion, but you have been left in the dust, okay? I don't know who Jimmy Dore is, but if I don't know who Jimmy Dore is, then everybody younger than me does not know who Jimmy Dore is, okay? Understand? Got it? 10-4. Oh. I don't know who you are then, asshole. Why are you mad at me? Why are you mad at me? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? New sub here. Thank you very much, Olivia. I appreciate you. Olivia Malik 8339. Did I see Predator Badlands? I didn't know Andrew Cuomo had a new movie out. But I'll be here all fucking week. I'll be here all week. All right. We need more breaking news. Are you ready for propaganda? Radicalize the youth. Radicalize the youth. Radicalize the youth. 我们是唱出力气上场，哭着来，要糟糕老就有 now， 让我们倾注力气是勇勇气心有，我们是唱出力气上场。Karl Marx! All right, thank you. You like that? You like that? You like that? You're gonna set Luigi off? Nah, she's sleeping. She's sleeping. Not really video news, but y'all hear the Supreme Court didn't pick up the same-sex marriage case? Yeah, not yet. They don't have the motion yet. They need more people to be on board with overturning same-sex marriage. Chris, please become the new Hassan, please, God. Me and Hassan, listen, I am the blend of Hassan and Kyle and Adam Mockler and Luke Beasley. I am Chris Valenti. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare at you like that. I didn't mean to stare at you like that. I really wanted to cover Bill Maher. Thank you, my yellow Acuna, for becoming a loyalist. Oh, this is the whole fucking thing? I'm gonna get copyrighted if I actually... No Spin News Show and his co-author Confronting Evil, Assessing the Worst of the Worst, Bill O'Reilly.
Is that a good use of money?
Well, I mean, look, he's building...
yeah, he's a bit autistic, but I like his politics. Dude, literally MAGA voters, and they're talking about Elon Musk.
Wants to build an arch on the mall. You know, he's building a place he can dance at the White House and do the YMCA. He's Pride Month in February is going to be
serious you are, because
a lot of technology in space. The problem if we...
Number of days. Of course, everything is over-scheduled and over-reading. I realized...
don't know what that...
Well,
you know as well as I do.
I don't get it.
That the media is not in the business any longer of reporting what matters. It's not. They make their money either hating or loving Donald Trump. That's where the cash regimes has gone up 20% in value since younger people voted for him.
I want to hear him talk
understand
about
that.
anti-Semitism.
They don't know what seizing the means of.
Said he was going to move.
You know how many
in America, and you're right.
No, but they're not moving because they want
to register Democrats in Florida.
But look, if you're a person in New York City at a certain level are going to say, I'm going to the Congress.
Are ridiculous, but it's still Southern California.
There's an earthquake.
No, I don't.
Next 12 months.
Like I said at the beginning of the show, somebody
isn't going to change.
In the year that
legacy shut. That's why I'm saying it's going to be a lot of change and a lot of change fast.
I wish. This guy, he is too far left for me. I tell him it in person. I tell him on the air. He has got to move to the center. He has made some moves to the center.
He's not the state.
Not enough. Well, okay, he has that ability.
Impressive tweets and all of it. I think Bill has a point that the other 49 states don't want to be California. Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of people.
Oh, you bet. You're just brooding over there.
So it was in the news today that Elon Musk is on the world, by the way. They are going to take over. Could there be an
I feel like Bill O'Reilly needs a supervisor.
Musk making $1 trillion. Don't buy a car.
Right? Trump's here in Mississippi.
Car or whatever. Attributed.
Snatchers. I know for a fact there's a pod with Mark right in there.
Has become what they...
Did they cut out the entire fucking part where he's talking about anti-Semitism? I actually think they did. Wow. I mean, listen, to be fair, Bill Maher is fucking washed. Bill Maher's a fucking loser. What did he say? They were saying that, like, there's a rise of anti-Semitism on the left and not on the right. That's what they had a whole conversation about, how the rise of anti-Semitism in this nation is strictly a left-wing problem. Hey, dumb fuck. Half of the Republican Party supports Nick Fuentes. What are you talking about? It's a whole bunch of fucking idiots. Oh my God. I still can't get over this. I still can't get over this, bro. Look at him. Oh my God, look at these fucking cocksuckers. Wow. All right. Rose the This is the guy that Trump met with. This is the guy that Trump met with. Found it? You can't send links in the chat unless you're a moderator. I don't know why. I'm very sorry. I don't know how to change that. All right, we're going to have that up. Al-Sharaa war crimes. Ahmed al-Sharaa. War crimes. Okay. I think we have a video. I think we have a fucking video. All right, so we got this, we got that. All right, I think we've got enough for a video. However, I do want to do one last thing, which is check Twitter to see if there's any, like, bangers going around that I haven't heard yet.
I have seen more
This is it.
anti-Semitism on the right than at any time in my lifetime. It is rising on the right, and it is dangerous. And if we look away, if we refuse to denounce it, if we are scared of it, it could destroy the Republican Party just like it has destroyed the Democrat Party. I think we have an opportunity.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? You know how many anti-Semites are in the left? Zilch. The thing is, you conflate being anti-Zionist and being anti-Israel with being anti-Semitic because you are bought and paid for, you goddamn Canadian fuck. Again, I cover this every time. This is a Canadian named Raphael. This is a Canadian named Raphael. And I know you're going, wait, Chris, that's Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz Wiki. Ted Cruz, born Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Name, Raphael. That is a Canadian named Raphael who role plays as an American politician. Fucking unbelievable. Also the most fuck ugly, hideous piece of shit who has ever had the disservice of being an American politician. Hey, and he's got a phony Texas accent. Puts on a phony Texas accent. Unbelievable. Go home, fucking snow Mexican.
I would say this. I did say we should kill all Hamas terrorists, and I
No, you said that we should nuke Gaza.
stand by that. And what I laughed at was a fake picture that was sent to me where people tried to claim that Israel was killing babies,
Thanks,
but what
Lex.
they sent me was a 10-year-old photograph of a baby being killed in Syria by Muslims. The point was, if this was real, you wouldn't have to generate fake pictures. But what I would say is, even if all of the things that he claims I did were true, to say that is worse than someone who said the Holocaust didn't happen, that women
I know Hassan's in China. Wait, did Hassan get arrested by the Chinese?
Roger, you seen this? Oh, yeah.
I mean, is this real? Oh, Jesus Christ. No, it's not real. It's not real.
Kind of out of nowhere, deeply concerned about the plight of Christians in Nigeria, which I want to restate. Maybe a totally valid concern, I don't know. But that's weird. What is that? All of a sudden, everybody's concerned about people who clearly have no track record of being interested in Christians at all, including...
I did say...
All right. I think we're good. Let's make a video. Let's make a video. Let's make a video. You ready? You ready? You ready? Lock in. Donald Trump is currently meeting with one of the leading members of Al-Qaeda and a high-ranking soldier in ISIS. So in other words, there are two terrorists having a meeting in the Oval Office right now. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to. He's very proud about this. So if you don't, there's many pictures. We're going to go through them. But if you don't know who this guy is, do you remember back in the early days of the internet, if you were born in the 1000s, the previous millennia, such as myself, I guess I'm an old head, in the early ages of the internet, there were these videos of Americans in orange prisoner outfits, zip-tied, and a guy with like essentially a prosciutto knife, and he would just go behind them and just grab them by the head and saw off their heads. And, you know, we're like 7 or 8, and we're going, oh, well, that's permanently traumatizing me. I'm never going to forget that image. Well, one of those guys who was cutting off heads, as one does, his name is Ahmed al-Shara. Here's Donald Trump inviting Ahmed al-Shara into the White House because Ahmed al-Shara, who went to Syria and joined al-Qaeda and became one of their best terrorists, and then after al-Qaeda was, starting to crumble, he ended up joining ISIS and became one of their best terrorists. Well, that terrorist managed to climb the ladder of chaos. As you know, chaos is a ladder. And this terrorist somehow managed to become the president of Syria after him, ISIS, al-Qaeda, and all of their terrorist dog people ended up overthrowing Bashir al-Assad. I believe that was his name. Also, isn't that the bad guy from COD 4? Doesn't matter. Overthrew him and established this terrorist, Wahhabist, hardcore, violent terrorist government, right? And now that he's the president, Donald Trump has no problem meeting with him. Now, this is because Donald Trump, believe it or not, I know that there's a lot of Islamophobia in the White House, and there's a lot of racism and anti-Semitism. Donald Trump can only see one color. Actually, 2. He can see 2 colors. Green and gold. Now, Donald Trump may be a fucking babbling doofus, but I don't think he gives a shit who you are if you can give him money. I mean, to the point of he doesn't care if you rape kids, he doesn't care if you saw off heads, he doesn't care if you bomb children. He just does not give a fuck. And we know this because, I mean, how many times has he had Benjamin Netanyahu in the Oval Office? Now, we're going to take a quick tangent so I can explain something to you that is very, very scary and breaking news. Yesterday, there were reports coming out of Gaza that Palestinian journalists believed they were being nuked. This is not a joke. Palestinian journalists were reporting that they believe mini nukes were going off in Gaza. They were wrong. They were not mini nukes. But because of the level of devastation and the impact of the explosion, they thought to themselves, this could only possibly be a mini nuke. It wasn't. It was future tech. It was something called a thermobaric bomb. Now, we've had thermobaric bombs in the past, but it seems like Israel is testing future tech on the Palestinian people so that they can sell it as battle tested. And what ended up happening was these thermobaric bombs, they have a similar payload to a mini nuke, meaning the devastation is as powerful as a mini nuke, but there's no radiation. And what the thermobaric bomb does is it increases the pressure of the air, which you got air all inside of you and all of your blood cells, and it pops you from the inside. Your insides explode, right? And depending on how close you are to the bomb, you vaporize. I'm not being facetious with that word. The word literally has lost a lot of its meaning. I need you to listen to what I'm saying. Israel literally vaporized Palestinians, turned them into vapor, okay? We're talking about unimaginable levels of cruelty that I don't have the words for, and I don't know how to make light of it. I don't know how to make a joke out of it. I don't know what to do other than tell you that Israel is literally vaporizing Palestinians, okay? And if you see pictures of bodies in Palestine that are soaked in blood, but there's no bullet wound, there's no stab wound, there's no explosion, it is because they exploded from the inside because Israel is using thermobaric bombs. It's demented. It's disgusting. This is why we hate Israel. It's a Zionist apartheid nation that is committing a genocide on all of its neighbors because it believes that the land was promised to it 3,000 years ago by their phony fucking Judeo-Christian God. And again, this is why here at the Valenti VOD we say we hate religious extremists. I don't give a shit if you're the Vatican. I don't give a shit if you're Iran. I don't give a shit if you're Israel. I am an American. This is a secular fucking nation. I don't support any ethno-state. The difference between the Vatican and Israel is that the Vatican doesn't have 40 to 60 nuclear weapons that they refuse to disclose, okay? And they're not committing genocides on their fucking neighbors. Now, again, this is not defense of the Vatican. The Vatican goes around raping kids left and right and moving around pedophiles like they're fucking cards in a game of poker, right? I hate all religious extremists. And for some reason, when you criticize the nation of Israel, you end up being called an anti-Semite. And I want to point out something, a theory of mine, which is that Benjamin Netanyahu and the Knesset want a rise in anti-Semitism. Why is this, Chris? Well, I'll tell you why, you piece of shit. It's because Benjamin Netanyahu ties every action that he and his nation make to the Jewish people. We are Israel. We're the only Jewish state. He bombs a school and kills 400 children and goes, we are doing this in the name of Israel. We are doing this in the name of Jewish people, right? And what ends up happening is they bomb a school, they kill 400 kids, they say, we do this in the name of Judaism. And then your dumbest friend, your dumbest fucking family member goes, goddamn Jews, man. And what does that do? Well, it increases the rise in anti-Semitism. It becomes normalized. And the more people that hate Jews, the more people that conflate Israel and Jews together, the more validity Benjamin Netanyahu has. And he goes, don't you see the rise in anti-Semitism all across the planet, particularly in America? This is why we need a Jewish state. I've been saying it. I don't think that cocksucker motherfucker believes in a word of the Torah. I don't think he believes in a goddamn thing about Jewish values or the Jewish religion. Oh, Chris, you're blowing my mind. Are you telling me that a world leader is using religion is co-opting a religion to put forward his madman agenda? That's never happened before. But I genuinely think that Netanyahu wants more anti-Semitism. And that is how he validates Israel's need for a Jewish ethno-state. Now, speaking of, Israel's need for a Jewish ethno-state, one of their big complaints is, like terrorists in the Middle East who hate all Jews, and, it's all fucking bullshit. But on the topic of terrorists, this is what we were bringing up earlier, as we talked about, Donald Trump is meeting with a terrorist in the White House. And I'm going to show you a lot of these pictures. We're going to cover a little bit of this. But before we do, I want to give you a shameless plug. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing, and it helps me immensely. Also, this is real independent media. I have no advertisers. I've never had a conversation with a billionaire or a government or anything of the sort. So if you do want to support this channel financially, please do. You could buy merch like the Democratic Socialists. You could buy merch like the mug. You can click the thanks button down below to tip me directly. You can click the join button down below to become a member. You can become a patron on Patreon. Thank you very much to everybody who has given money. We got a dono here. It says, if you watch a video of a thermobaric explosion and compare it to the reports of a mini nuke in Gaza, they are different. It could be depleted uranium. Well, that's the thing. We don't know what is going to happen. We don't know what's happening in Gaza. A big reason why we don't know what's happening is because Israel refuses to allow foreign journalists into the area because they have like a vice grip over the news that comes out. Anything and everything that Israel tells you is a lie. I'm not kidding. Anything Israel tells you, the government, the inverse is reality, okay? I need you to understand this is not a joke. This is not like, oh, Chris, you're blinded by your hatred. No, they are pathological liars. They are incapable of telling the truth. And if they did tell the truth, we would nuke Tel Aviv, which I would never advocate for. Randy Fine, however, Jewish congressman and piece of shit AIPAC gobbling fucking shekel consuming motherfucker, he said that we should nuke Gaza. He also posted a picture of dead Gazan children and was laughing about it. So, yeah, no, go fuck yourself with a crazy straw, you fat fuck. Anyway, let's start looking at some of the pictures of, our perfect and humble leader, King Doland, meeting with a fucking terrorist who cuts people's heads off. Aren't these beautiful pictures? Oh, Ronald Reagan looking at him like, wait a minute, did I create that? You did. The brave Mujahideen. Look at Ronald looking down at the fruits of his labor. Literally the fruits of his fucking labor. This is absolutely disgusting, and I hope anybody who is watching this that served in Iraq understands this is one of the leaders of the men who killed your friend. You know that one friend that fucking died right next to you and he has been haunting you for fucking years? Yeah, Donald Trump is meeting with one of the guys who led that killing. One of the guys who fucking murdered your best friend. That's who Donald Trump is meeting with. We got more here. Oh, look at this chair. Look at this beautiful chair. Allahu Akbar. Look at this beautiful chair. Dude, these guys can't fucking believe how far they have come. They cannot believe how far they have come. And Donald, he's all chummy. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. Look at Marco fucking Rubio. Gelatinous, spineless, used cum rag, fleshlight for the military-industrial complex. This man here is one of the most pathetic war hawks in American history, and he will go down as being a cocksucking, dick-riding, ass-eating, warmongering piece of shit. Just so you understand. Don't worry, we've got more for you. Look at this one! I'm saving that fucking image. Look at this! Look at this. There's George. There's our buddy George Washington looking down at a fucking piece of shit Wahhabist terrorist meeting in my White House, in my Oval Office, smiling ear to ear. I don't see Trump smile like this ever, except when he's meeting with terrorists and dictators. Look at this. It was an honor to spend time with Ahmed Hussein al-Shara, the new president of Syria, where we discussed all the intricacies of peace in the Middle East, of which he is a major advocate. I look forward to meeting and speaking again. Everyone is talking about the great miracle that is taking place in the Middle East. Having a stable and successful Syria is very important to all countries in the region. So Donald still thinks that his peace deal is real. He still thinks that he established peace in the Middle East. Meanwhile, as I told you earlier, Israel's vaporizing people. So, to the MAGA voter watching this, if you think there is peace in the Middle East, you're a brain-dead fucking idiot. You are a useless fucking moron. Donald could tell you the sky is red and you would fucking believe him. So, I want to go over some details of this guy, Ahmed al-Shara, because I know that a lot of you aren't going to believe me, but, we've got a couple of things here. Al-Shara joined Al-Qaeda in Iraq shortly before the 2003 invasion. Oh, he just joined Al-Qaeda. No big deal. He just joined Al-Qaeda. I've got something down here too. Where is it? Once in Iraq, Al-Shara quickly rose through the ranks of Al-Qaeda. The Times of Israel claimed in 2013 that al-Shara was a close associate of al-Qaeda leader Abu Musab al-Zarqawi. I remember when they fucking killed this guy, right? Yeah, this guy's fucking dead. In his 2021 interview with Frontline, al-Shara denied ever meeting al-Zarqawi and asserted that he served only as a regular foot soldier under al-Qaeda against American occupation. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people aren't ready for this conversation, but al-Qaeda defending Iraq from the foreign invasion was based on God. I'll die on that fucking hill. But at the same time, that cocksucker was killing American soldiers. I don't give a fuck what they were there for. If you kill American soldiers, you don't get to step foot in the Oval Office. I don't give a fuck what the excuse is. And this is coming from me, a leftist who believes in defending your land from the foreign invader. My father served in Vietnam, and he taught me to be on the side of the Viet Cong. He used to tell me as a kid, he'd go, Chris, I was the bad guy. I was the villain. They sent a whole bunch of 17 and 18-year-old kids to go invade a foreign nation and murder them. We were the bad guys. He went out of his way to get me to understand the complexities, the intricacies of geopolitics, especially when it comes to fucking war, okay? So coming from me, I don't give a shit what your reasoning is. If you killed American soldiers, you don't get to step foot in the Oval fucking Office. Is that so hard? And I'm not talking about ordering the killing of American soldiers. I'm talking about direct involvement. Direct involvement. This is a man who has literally pulled the trigger and killed American soldiers, and he sawed off the heads of American prisoners. And now Donald is meeting with him. And MAGA voter, support it. Be a good fucking boy and support it. I know you're gonna be a good boy because Daddy Fuhrer, he tells you it's good. It's good. We have to support him. Now do as you're fucking told, you bootlicking cuck, and support it. Be the good boy that we all know you are. Good boy, little MAGA voter. Maybe he'll send you a $2,000 check. You fucking dipshit. Unbelievable. Also, I don't know who this is, but a lot of people were saying that this guy, Jimmy Dore, is like, used to be well known. I just want to say, if I haven't heard of you, you have no fucking motion, twin. I am a media demon. I consume media all fucking day. Maybe you had motion 20 years ago, but you don't anymore. Apparently, this guy's name is Jimmy Dore, but just listen to this. He makes a valid point here.
He's hanging out with Al Qaeda at the White House. Legit hanging out with the head of Al Qaeda at the White House. Wow, he still has. Wow. Al Qaeda.
Never thought I'd see the day when
you guys are supposed to hate. You're supposed to hate Mondami, but Trump's hanging out with the legit leader of Al Qaeda. Go ahead, Kurt. Sorry.
That looks like a guy you could trust your children with.
Well, I know Al Qaeda, but I can't get over the guy's also, and I saw Petraeus say it to him in the interview, a founding member of ISIS.
Again, I even forgot to hammer down on this. Not only was he a member of Al Qaeda, he is one of the founders of ISIS. OG. Literally OG. Literally OG. Or OJ. Original jihadist? I don't fucking know. I can't, like, this is something where if you have military family members, if you are in the military and you can turn a blind eye to this, shut the fuck up forever. Shut your stupid fucking mouth forever. Trump meets with terrorist Ahmed al-Sharaa after U.S. removes him from the terror list. This guy was on the FBI's most wanted list. Do you understand that? The FBI's most fucking wanted. Under Assad, about 12 years ago, ISIS, which was founded by this man, was allowed to grow and metastasize into one of the most powerful terrorist organizations in the world. That's with CIA funding, by the way. At one point, it controlled a huge swath of land spanning the Syria-Iraq border. After meeting al-Sharaa the first time in Saudi Arabia, Mr. Trump called the Syrian leader a young, attractive, tough guy. Strong past. Hey, soldier. The man who killed your best fucking friend in Iraq, our president just said he had a strong past, attractive guy, good leader. If you're not as angry as me, stop role-playing as a fucking American. Bootlicking pussies. Over the weekend, he became the first Syrian leader to shoot some hoops with the U.S. military. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Shooting hoops with the OG creator of ISIS. Hell yeah! Disgusting fucking rat people. This guy has committed so many fucking war crimes, and the United States goes out of our way to defend his record over and over and over again. I don't know what to tell you, other than our president is a fucking terrorist and he's meeting with fellow terrorists. Now, one last thing, a little palate cleanser I want to talk about before we do end the show. I love Kyle Kulinski. I love him. And Kyle Kulinski he kind of said my name. He fucked it up, but it doesn't matter. I just want to show you because I'm proud of this. This is from his Corin's World. Make sure you go subscribe to Corin's World. Make sure you subscribe to Secular Talk. That's Kyle Kulinski. But just listen to this. This makes me happy, and I'm going to force you to listen to it.
Sorry that you shank on Lake Superior, but we appreciate the $5, bro.
Yeah, what is it, Veterans Day on Friday or tomorrow?
I think it's Veterans Day, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, please collab with Christy Valenti.
So the chatter accidentally called me Christ, and then he said there's no way this guy's name is Christ, so it's got to be a woman named Christy. Now, I'm a man, but that's okay.
With the Valenti VOD, I think Valenti Videos YouTube channel. I don't know who that is, but I can write this person down as well and take a look.
Well, you know who I am now, Kyle. And you're going to know who I am, because you're going to watch some of the videos and you're going to go, this guy sounds a lot like me. Whoops. I do. And it's because I watch you all the time. The difference is, you know, Kyle, you're more buttoned up. You wear a suit. You got a house. You got a wife. You got a life. I have a cat, and I'm pissed.
All right, a couple more here.
I have a dog too.
Christy Valenti.
It's just Chris.
Christy Valenti.
It's
That's
just
what the name was. Okay.
It's just Chris, but you'll get there. You'll get there, Kyle. You'll figure it out. Shout out Kyle Kalinske, huge fucking fan. Love your content. You're a beacon of truth. Anyway, I'm Chris Valenti. This has been the Valenti VOD. If you're here live, you stay. We got more news to cover. If you're watching this pre-recorded, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing, and it helps me immensely. Do me one last favor. Click that video over there. It's a banger, and I know bangers. Thumbnail time. Thumbnail time. Episode 288. Thank you for the $10. Yeah, on Veterans Day, too. Okay. That was sweet. He'll find you. I hope so. All right, so we're going to need this picture. A picture says 1,000 words, you know? And this picture truly does tell 1,000 fucking words. I'll flip. And then an arrow. All right. How about leader? This needs an outline, I think, right? There we go. Leader of ISIS. We're going to save that one. Member of Al-Qaeda. Founder of ISIS sounds crazier. Okay, then I'll do that. Founder of ISIS. Founder of ISIS, member of Al-Qaeda, and then the last one I'm going to say, actual, literal terrorist. Yeah, apparently America does negotiate with terrorists. All right, so actual literal terrorist, founder of ISIS, and member of Al-Qaeda. Trump meets with founder of ISIS / member of Al-Qaeda in... What did I just do? What is that? In the Oval Office. Hey, thank you for the $20, man, Justin. Hey, veterans. Having fun? Hey, veterans, having fun? All right, how about Happy Veterans Day? There we go. Rubbing salt in the fucking wound. Okay. I guess America does negotiate with terrorists. He doesn't even claim himself a veteran anymore, your dad? Yeah, no, I mean, it's a sad thing. I have known many veterans. I know a lot of active duty guys as well. Never in my life have I ever met somebody who served in the United States military that advocates for other people to enlist. That's all you need to know. That's all you should know. I have never in my life met a service member or a veteran who tells other people to enlist. Every single one of them regrets it. I've never met one that is proud of their service. Not a single fucking one. Even my grandfathers who fought in World War II. Jack Wolf, seriously? Yep. Never in my life. I've never met a soldier who was proud of their service. Or, no, actually, I've met guys who are proud. I've never met a soldier who tells other people to enlist. Never in my life. Let's see if this started properly. Donald Trump is currently meeting with one of... All right, I just have to tweak out a sentence before it. Or a second before it. That speaks volumes. Yep. No, I'm not stupid. I'm certain that there are people who were in the military that tell other people to join it. But I've never met them. That's how rare it is. It's so fucking rare. Donald Trump is currently meeting with one... Save. Confirm. Bang. All right. Now let me make a video. Hey, veteran who served in Iraq. You remember when, like, your best friend got shot and killed next to you? Donald Trump just had a meeting in the Oval Office with one of the original founders of ISIS and one of the highest-ranking members of Al-Qaeda. Don't worry, he's in your Oval Office now, okay? So that PTSD and that trauma that you're dealing with from the fucking nightmare horror show that you had to go through in Iraq and Afghanistan, don't worry, Donald Trump is having a fucking meeting with the literal head of ISIS. And you're gonna support it, aren't you? Because you're a good boy and you support the Fuhrer. There's nothing the Fuhrer could do that you won't support, right? Whole new YouTube video on this. If you are an active duty service member or you are a veteran and you are not as mad as I am, stop role playing as a fucking American. New YouTube video, new YouTube video, new YouTube video, new YouTube video. New YouTube video about Trump meeting with the founder of ISIS in the Oval Office. And then the caption will be, all MAGA voters will defend this like the good boys that they are. Ain't that right, Chud? Why aren't my comments being displayed? I see your comment, Jen. I saw it. All right, that's on TikTok. Let's get it on Instagram. Gonna lose connection in the elevator? No worries, brother. No worries. I called Schumer yesterday. Good, good. I'm glad. How'd it go? Pasta prices are going up now. Italy's no longer selling us pasta. Like you know, like Barilla pasta, like Italian-made pasta. They're no longer shipping it to the United States. Say goodbye to Italian pasta. My dad, rest in peace, was a gunnery sergeant in the Marines. He served 21 years and told me not to ever join. He dumped all his uniforms and medals on that ship. He despised them. Yeah, when my dad got off the plane after the Vietnam War, the first thing he did was throw his uniform into like a New York-style trash can and burn it. And then he grew out his hair and his beard. He joined the anti-war movement, and he never told anybody that he served in Vietnam. Not at those anti-war protests. He joined the anti-war movement after fighting in Vietnam. Alrighty. Grow the hair, rebel. Bro, I just cut my hair. You have to see my old videos. I used to have hair down to my fucking nipples. I love this. Look at this. Trump honors America's fallen on Veterans Day. How does he honor them? By having a chummy meeting in the Oval Office with one of the terrorists who was mowing down our American soldiers? Is that how? That's interesting. Wait a minute.
You know, about 13 years ago, two young people decided to form their own organization called the Guardian Angels. You see them with red berets. They're now all over the world, more or less.
No, they're not.
In all the major American cities and in Europe as well. And when you see them, you get a nice, secure feeling in your heart because they're walking the streets unarmed.
Thanks, bunnies.
Little walkie-talkies just to keep in touch with one another, but they do an awful lot of good. At least from Bellevue Hospital. We're very honored to have them here today. They're just completed their first radio show together since this all happened, and here they are.
There it is.
Have a seat. Through what you've been through.
Well, I got to tell you one thing. Hospital cooking is actually better than my wife.
Dude, back in the day, misogyny and hating your wife was just like the status quo.
That's the good news.
So
That's the good news.
Even though I had 6 bullet holes in me and all kinds of Tupperware attached to me, you know, I never knew Tupperware could actually be used for these kinds of purposes.
Were there 6 bullets?
Well, 6 holes. And actually 3 bullets that ripped through me at different angles in different portions.
And then
but
came out.
I am the luckiest guy.
Bro, I know damn well he was clapping those fucking cheeks. I don't know who this is, but she got that sliwa dick.
In New York to have survived 2 attacks within a matter of 3 months and still be walking and talking and cracking
good for you.
Weisenheimer 100.
You know that every morning he gets up early, goes to the corner candy store and picks up the newspapers and hails a cab. And now
like most New Yorkers.
Yeah, like most people. And this cab knew you were coming, right? And made itself available. You jumped in.
Well, what had happened is obviously this was a professional hit. This wasn't that wanton, senseless violence that I'm used to. For, 13 years in the Guardian Angels, I've had my fair share of rhubarbs and trading knuckles with people. I was stabbed in England while organizing in London, so I'm used to the violence. But this, they had stolen a cab, jerry-rigged it, were literally laying in wait for me, obviously had observed my patterns. I was grabbing the morning tabloids because, I needed my fix of...
Bro, this motherfucker has been telling this story for like 30 years. He will never stop telling this story.
The New York Post to get me pumping and jumping.
Absolutely.
And after reading the front page, I said, oh, no. And I saw this cab laying right there. So I said, let me grab this cab now. Who knows when I may get you another yellow. Hailed it down. And boy, I had an immediate X-lax attack because the moment that I sat down in the cab...
When is this interview from? It looks like it's from like the fucking 90s, bro.
You heard the doors lock, and a gunman popped up from the front side of the passenger side. He had a .38 caliber long nose, and all he said was, take that, you son of a you-know-what, and he started firing rapidly into my body.
Wow. Tell us what happened at that point.
We've seen this story. I've seen this story a million fucking times, bro. But, oh, Curtis. Dude, Curtis is proof of why we need Zoran. Curtis is New York. Curtis... Avi? Avi? It says Avi is in the cube. 我们起唱出力气上升 Could you lie? It's goon mode, everybody! Goon, 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 goon! I want you to the goon! I want you gooning, gooning! I want you gooning, gooning! Goon, 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 goon! I want you to goon! I'm gooning, gooning, gooning! I'm gooning, gooning, gooning! That's so fucked. Thank you, Avi. Glad to know you're in there still. Do you need food? Do you need water? Do you need anything? Do you need anything from the goon mode? Are you live on Twitch as well? No. I love that. We hit goon mode, everybody. We hit goon mode. Goon, 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 goon. I want you in my goon. Let's goon it all together. We'll goon it, gooning leather. Goon, 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 goon. Goontimus Prime. Autobots, roll out. The interview you showed, yes, from the 90s, from Live with Regis and Kathy, aired from 88 to 2000. Yeah. Oh, I always forgot about Regis. We always forget about Regis. Ooh. Is that me? Is that me? Goon mode! Lebanese emergency services respond to fires caused by Israeli strikes. Holy shit! Holy shit! How's Battlefield going? Very good. Holy shit! You guys know that in the West Bank, Israeli settlers have just been destroying all of the olive trees because, like, the olive trees are the entire livelihood of the Palestinians who live there, and they're just destroying their entire livelihood. Unbelievable. It's going to be illegal to criticize Israel? Of course. That's inevitable. Thank you for the $20. Keep up the good work. It's mind-blowing how we're able to accept this ISIS founder as if it's normal business. But then again, that's the kind of way America has done it. It's horrible. Well, I refuse to accept it. I know that every single bootlicking MAGA chud will accept that because they're inferior people and they're incapable of thinking for themselves. But their thoughts, their opinions, their wants are completely and utterly useless to our society. We should disregard everything that they ask for. Not even fucking kidding. That's not a joke. I'm not being hyperbolic. We should disregard everything that every single MAGA voter ever asks for. We should make it mandatory to publicize the voting records. We should have a list of everybody who voted for Donald Trump, and they should have less rights. Cope, mauled, and seethe. I don't care. Cancel me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I'm the authoritarian left. Bow down, bitch. You set the fucking rules. Now we play by them. See how you fucking like it. Anyway. Oh, nice. Very nice. I might end the stream, guys. I gotta pick up Maddie soon. And then I gotta go to the gym. I gotta have a good day. Look at that pit stain. Look at that sweat. That's all coffee pouring out of me at Mach fuck. That's all coffee, marijuana, and nicotine pouring out of me at Mach fuck. You want a palate cleanser? I'll give you one. One palate cleanser. Give you one palate cleanser, all right? You get one palate cleanser. Oh, I got it. I got one for you. Here you go. I got one for you. Here. I'm in the tank, by the way. They say that a hero can save us, but not gonna stand here away. Oh, I'm the wings of a hero, watching all my way. They're watching us, they're watching us, all my way. You said I showed you this yesterday? All right, fine. Fine. I'll give you another one. 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 Look at this graph. How about this? This is back during Warzone era.
Oh, there's one on
Oh,
yours.
goddamn.
Oh.
What? Oh my god.
Hide in plain sight. The closer you are to danger, the further you are from harm.
You're kidding, right? Run for your life, Chris.
Run inside. Just collect the money. Run.
Oh my God.
What did we just watch?
That's loadout.
I don't even.
Bro, that was crazy.
I ain't never seen that bullshit my entire life.
What the fuck? Patience is a virtue. It's just the perfect title of the video. That's why the video's called Patience is a Virtue, you know? You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Oh. You want to hear the Valenti song? I'll give you it one time, and then I gotta go.
No, but you don't understand. They didn't teach you why World War I is gotta be the most important war in human fucking history, all right? They didn't hammer down on the fact that the old world had met the new.
Gentlemen,
modern combat
ladies, themdies, this has been the Valenti VOD. Thank you for tuning in.
We have battles. No, but you don't understand.
World War I was the end of the world. I mean that. It was the end of the world that humanity knew. That humanity had known for the past nearly 2,000 years, okay? The world of empires, monarchies, right? Mass colonialism.
No, but you don't understand. Where people are fucking cavalry charging on horses with swords directly at steel fucking...
I'll give you the drop.
And then in a matter of minutes, they come toppling down from artillery. Just fucking centuries of history demolished in a moment over what? Over a fucking land grab. No, but you don't understand.
World War I was the end of the world. I mean that. It was the end of the world that humanity knew.
Unreal.
That humanity had known.
Unreal. Unreal. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a good one. OAL, Bella Ciao. OAL, Bella Ciao. OAL, Bella Ciao. All right, later, guys. GG's. 07, 07, 07, 07, 07, 07, 07, 07, 07, 07, 07, 07, 07, 07, 07.